Sheeraz, welcome to London Real.
I'm happy to be here, brother. Finally.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You and I met at a couple events in Dubai and then in Cannes, and we kind of came together, right? We attracted each other.
Yes, of course.
With the bright colors here, and then you with the fame and these amazing ideas. Look, I want to jump into it. You understand this concept better than anybody I understand. Fame is the new currency in today's world. Most people don't really understand that. You've also said fame isn't about being liked, it's about being known. Talk to me about why it's important and why most people never embrace fame.
So first of all, let's go a bit back. Okay, so I'm from London, right? Very humble beginnings. You know, I didn't know fame, I didn't know media, I didn't know paparazzi, celebrity, likes, all of this, no.
Your family was in the restaurant business.
I was in the restaurant business.
Okay.
5 minutes from here. So believe me, I have goosebumps when I was coming to your studios, because you're talking 25 years ago was when the idea of fame happened to me. When I had a small restaurant, 16 years old, no education, father passed away, making sandwiches in an all-night cafe that had no customers, zero. I was the open from, when 7-Eleven was open from 7 till 11, I was open 24 hours. When gas stations closed at 9 p.m., I was open 24 hours with no customers. Right here, EC1. Okay, zip code. It's down the street.
Right down the street.
And I'm here, and every day I'm opening in my small cafeteria, no business, no business, no business. My brother, who's an accountant, is saying it's costing us being open. Shut this shit down. Okay, you ain't making money. My mom thought I was absolutely crazy. Why are you opening in London, in the city area, where all offices close by 5, 6 p.m. and it's a ghost town? And one day I'm there and a taxi driver pulls up outside my restaurant around 2 a.m. And it was almost like the light that just came. It's like there was no lights on the streets. And he came out. He was shocked that I was even open. And he said, give me a tuna sweet corn sandwich and a black coffee to go. And I said, not to go, brother. I said, I've been up here all night. Sit down. You're my first customer. He said, I gotta go. So I went behind the counter, made him, I'll never forget, tuna sweet corn sandwich, bit of mayonnaise, coffee, it was gone. And then I thought, wow, why did he leave me? Why did he run away? I then went to his taxi, and he's listening to the radio. And I said to him, come and sit outside. He said, I can't talk. And kept on knocking on the window. I said, brother, just tell me. He said, no, I'm listening to Caesar the Geezer. I said, who the hell is Caesar the Geezer? He said he's the #1 shock jock in London. He has over 1 million listeners at night. And I listen to him every single day. And I said, 1 million people are awake and I'm open. I need to meet Caesar. Went on a mission, ringing up back in the day.
How do you get out of a rat race? How do you create wealth not only for yourself, but also for the generations to come after?
I am absolutely amazed with the quality of companies that we're getting exposure to.
We go on to Zoom calls with the innovators and the folks who are building new applications in metaverse, blockchain, artificial intelligence, decentralized finance.
What's going on, everybody? Thumbs up if you can see me.
We are focusing on early stage investment.
And the quality of people that we're getting exposure to, whether it be Dan Tapiero with 1RT, Jason Ma from Open, Yatsu from Animoca.
It's been a phenomenal experience thus far. It has far exceeded my expectations.
We are focusing on cutting edge technologies.
I view it now as the best investment I've ever made. The upside I view is unlimited.
And as a retail investor, I would never get this exposure anywhere else outside of Investment Club.
See you in the Investment Club.
Hustling to try and get through to my radio show. I get on, it's Kiss FM or Capital FM, one of those back in the day. And he puts me live on air. But it took me about 4 or 5 days to keep bringing and get on. Bam, now I'm on. I started pitching in my menu. He thought, what the hell's going on here? This doesn't exist in London. Nowhere's open that does breakfast, steaks, omelets, burgers, all of this. I said, I'm open. He said, okay, see you there tomorrow. What's the name of the place? Gave him the name of the restaurant, gave him the address, Tinseltown, boom, go. The next day, I had lines of customers waiting for him. I had taxi drivers, crowds, fans, all of this. There was no social media, by the way, back then.
Right, 90s.
90s. And then my restaurant was packed. And it was back then at 16 years old, no education, because I had to leave the school to stay with my mum for the restaurant business. I then done a deal with Caesar. It was very simple. I said, I don't have money. I have a restaurant and I have food. And I know you're going to be hungry. So here's the deal, very simple. I feed you, you promote me. He said, you have a deal, but you got to give me a fax machine, a cell phone, and a laptop. Remember, I didn't have this technology, brother. He puts this on me, and then I found a way. I asked my brother. I said, let's get this guy what he needs. It took me about a month, right, to get my stuff together, and I got it. I then called him up. I said, come over. He took a laptop, cell phone, fax machine, and then literally he was promoting me every night. I would show up at 2, 3 in the morning, give him his food on air. The whole of London's listening to my menu every day. And I went from £1,000 a week of revenue.
A week, so it was hard times.
Bro, to £50,000 a week. And there was no such thing as a debit card. It was all cash. Because of fame, because of influence. And at a very young age, in this area, I realized the power of the microphone. Money follows fame. And that degree that God gave me was serving one black cab driver in London that took me to the radio station to listen of if you have a microphone and you can influence whatever at whatever level, that will directly impact your business. And here, 25 years later, I humbly say I am the #1 fame strategist in the world that, yes, built careers of Kim Kardashian, Logan Paul, Zendaya, Paris, Miley Cyrus, Selena, Bieber, J-Lo. Worked with them all. Worked with them all. As well as business owners, CEOs, crypto exchange owners. I mean, I've done it all now. But the reason I bring up the story is because it transformed my own business at 16 years old when I had zero money. And I realized the importance why people need fame. Okay. Because if you have that, it's a direct reflection to your bank account.
Okay.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.